Welcome to my ACL Warrior channel. I was supposed to do this by week, but I just got overwhelmed with just dealing with my knee and dealing with lots of traveling and lots of events. So I'm just gonna talk about all in one. I am still in a brace with my knee. I'm on week 6 right now. I'm gonna recap from week 2 until now, talk a little bit about what happened. So week 2, I was still struggling with a lot of burning sensation in my knee. I had my post-op on the 2nd of August. She finally cleared me to sleep with my brace bent, which was so great. It really helped me to sleep a lot better. Super excited. And I had my first PT session on the 3rd of August. Let me tell you, that was the worst PT session I've ever had. And I haven't had many, but I walked into this place and I was like, this is a dungeon. And the person that welcomed me was late and she barely looked at me and she just gave me a really cold vibe. I went into the PT room, which was just this room with random stuff around. There was a table where I actually laid on, and she did a bunch of exercises. She tested, my flexion and my extension, and it was really painful. I was shivering because I was cold, but also scared. So she didn't ask me anything about, what my goal was with PT, where I wanted to be, where I wanted to see myself in the future. And so to me, it was just an immediate, I'm not coming back here. If you are watching this and you're a rec athlete or somebody that is not just trying to be out of pain and walk again, make sure you have a good PT, because the first PT session is so important. And sadly, that was a big mistake that I made. It wasn't my fault, but once I got out of surgery, I didn't have a referral from my surgeon to get a PT. So I was waiting on that for 2 weeks. So I was pretty much alone doing the exercise that I had on a piece of paper on my own, which, there was clear instructions on what to do, but there wasn't clear instructions on what to expect, like how much pain I had, how much I should push myself through the pain, what I should do if the swelling got worse. So oftentimes I was just not doing those exercises, consistently. I was not doing them well. I will give up halfway because I just didn't have that guidance. So make sure you have that guidance right away, because I'm in week 6 now, and my extension is not where it should be. And of course, I also had meniscus surgery, and I was very active in those first 3 weeks. But I think if I had some guidance right away, I will probably be further along. So learn from my mistakes, get a PT right away. Make sure you have that support, even maybe before going into surgery. Know who you're going to talk to, make sure you have a referral if you're using insurance. Be ready for that. And then the next day, so I had my PT session. I felt absolutely horrible, but on that same day, I met up with my friend. I told her all about the PT session, and I went to see my rugby team, who flew in from Florida to New York to play the New York team rugby league. And it was so good to see them all. I, of course, was nostalgic because I wanted to play. I was supposed to play. But it was good to see them all. They all were excited to see me, and they won. So it was pretty awesome. They actually ended up going to California for nationals, and they won the national title. So it's the first women's rugby league team in the US that won a national title. So pretty freaking awesome. And I have played with them before, so yay. So I was walking around a lot that day. So my leg was definitely sore, but I was really happy to, I felt re-energized at the same time, because I was spending time with a really good friend of mine and seeing my team. So week 3, I got cleared to walk without crutches. From my surgeon, she said on day 15, you're able to slowly put weight on on the injured leg. And when I took that first step, trying to take that first step without the crutches, let me tell you, it was not easy. I felt like I did not know how to walk. But when I was able to like actually take full steps, which was probably around day 16, I was so excited. I'm doing it! I'm walking! I have both my hands. Yeah. It felt really good, and I felt like I'm making progress. So I was getting better and walking on one leg. I got my 90-degree flexion, and then I flew to Wisconsin to see Mike play rugby at nationals. They freaking won nationals. He's a national champion. Super proud of him. One little mishap that happened is while I had my knee luckily in the brace but bent, this pretty big guy stepped on my leg and kind of fell on me. And I had this like sharp pain inside of my knee, and I got really scared that I re-injured it. I don't think anything really happened. It was probably just also fear. But the trainer there from NAV was actually giving me some great advice on what to do.
Pushing it back and forth, side to side, right? Trying to get that thing
So I would say 15 until now.
Right? And obviously you're gonna go longer than what I'm going, but I'm just trying to consolidate for time to get you
I
in.
tried calling you.
I don't have my phone. April's dead.
You were just on it when I left the room.
Right? So you're gonna go side to side,
What do you want?
up and down.
I need my
This
pills.
is really stiff right here, right? One step I did forget before I did this, you want to scrape this patella tendon also. Along the fibers, and then strumming it like the guitar.
Okay.
Right? A little bit of pressure goes a long way with this. And then with the milking massage, see it in her foot, the swelling, and it's you're like, I've never milked a cow. I don't even know if this is what milking a cow is, but like it's
Just calls it that.
Okay.
that's all you're doing, right? So you're doing this, and you're just getting all the way up to those lymph nodes.
It's very, very, very little pressure.
Right?
Okay.
And you're gonna start you could even see the pitting edema right here. Right there, watch. I'm gonna lift up my fingers, and it's still there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So we're trying to get all of this out.
Always up, not down.
Yeah, always
Okay.
up. I know.
Have you been sleeping with it elevated?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you can spend as long as you want doing this. It's gonna bother her in some spots, right? Because it's pressure. It's pressing on everything inside, so that includes nerves. You could even use the tool to get in these areas. A little bit more aggressive would be using the tool here, right? Now I've pushed all this stuff all the way up here, so now we're feeling it here.
So JJ's really good at feeling it with the tool, but I was trained with my thumbs. I like feeling it, so I use thumbs and fingers. So you're gonna have to figure out which way
What
you like
works
it
for
better.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all our body's waste is gonna go through those lymph nodes, and you're gonna piss it out, sweat it out, all that stuff, right? So you're just gonna keep on doing that.
A lot
And it's
of
gonna hurt,
yeah.
but it feels really good after.
A lot of knee injuries in recovery forget about their feet. So if you start to get any type of toe cramping or arch cramping, get yourself
just
some
that, right?
toe spacers, yoga toes.
I would spend more time, but I gotta get him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. But you got the basics here.
Yes, thank you so much.
The other thing that's important is even though he's saying 15-20 minute sessions, if you can't handle it, take a break.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, don't push. You're probably like me. You're probably like, no, it hasn't been 15 minutes. Just keep going, you know?
Yeah.
But literally, like, you gotta listen to that.
Swing off. Yeah.
Too. And it does help with inflammation also. All these things help
Okay.
with that kind of stuff.
Milking, now you're
That
not
still
gonna do
will
this
help
the
inflammation.
entire time of your recovery. But
it
as long
smells
as you're
good.
swollen, you want to do something like this.
Yeah, you guys didn't see her legs when she was healthy, but she got compliments
did.
on her legs wherever she went.
Now she gets
No,
compliments on her leg.
I don't think so.
Now
No.
you just get compliments on the one leg.
And guess what? Me too.
My leg is so skinny.
Yeah, it's
Stop,
crazy.
Tevin.
And actually did a session on my leg on massaging, getting the scar tissue moving. So I'm super grateful for that. And yeah, I was just mentioning that it's so important to get the swelling done and to do the patellar massage. So every day after that, I was really focused on doing that. Even like on the field, when I was like off the field waiting, you know, for in between games, I was just like moving my knee around, my patellar, and massaging it and doing all of that. So that was week 3. So during week 4, we flew back to Florida. My dad had previously ordered a Compex, a tense machine, which once I got to Florida, I have been using every day. And it has definitely made a difference in my ability to contract my quad. If I would highly recommend you do get a Compex. If you don't have one, there's various ones, and depending if you're in the US or in Europe has more options, but I would highly recommend to get the Compex I Sport Elite, Sport Elite. And I got mine on eBay for like $200 less because the Compex is not cheap. So I would highly recommend to go on eBay and see if you can buy one there. Mine is completely new, but it was like $187 or something like that. I was also doing some aquatic stuff in the water, some light squats, trying to walk. I of course didn't have my brace on, but I was making sure that I was alone, that nobody would bump into me, and I was making sure to do everything slow, to not do any sudden movements. On the 24th day, I had a new physical therapist, and it went really well. He was really encouraging. He said that I'm in the right spot. He did some testing on my strength on my right leg, which of course I had a lot of atrophy already. And he made a joke that it wasn't a joke, it was actually the truth, that I'm 2 times stronger than this other guy over there, and that made me feel really good. So you gotta stay positive. And I also went to the gym. I did some exercises myself, and starting to do some upper body workouts, some core workouts. I of course don't want to lose my strength in my whole body. I want to stay strong. I also want to stay lean. So that once I'm able to return to working out with my other leg, I am going to be already in a better position. Also during week 4, me and Mike went to a family reunion in North Carolina, and it was super nice, but they lived in the countryside and we played croquet. They had a croquet tournament down the hill, so I was walking up and down the hill at least once every day, and it was really fun. I did really well on the second day, but it was definitely a toll on my leg because I was walking around a lot. Mike actually got another trophy. He won the championship.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
I was close there, but didn't fully make it. But I'm proud of how well I played the second day. And then we finally got back. And since I've been back, I've just been focusing on, not walking as much, doing my PT consistently. I've been waking up every morning and doing PT in the morning, because usually in the morning it's kind of stiff from having been in a flex position because I just sleep better. So I have to make sure that I'm getting back into my extension for the rest of the day. And I've been using my Compex every day, been eating well, hydrating, all of that. So I am in week 6 right now. On Monday it will be week 7. Today is Friday. I had my PT session yesterday, and it was not fun. It was pretty painful. He put some weight on my knee to press it into extension, and definitely do not like the exercises. It's not fun, and I had a little bit moment this morning in the gym. I was trying to like do the knee to chest and flexion, and it was just really painful, so I started crying. But every time that I have a moment like that, I just remind myself that I will get better and that I have to just do the work, be persistent, and also just be patient. It's not an easy time, but you can learn a lot. I can learn a lot out of this and become stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So this is kind of a recap. I really hope that I can be more consistent with these videos and publish them, every week. So if you guys have any questions or more specificities on what you want to know, reach out to me. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day. If you are a fellow ACL warrior, know you're not alone in this. We got each other, and much love.
next one. Keep it a little bit of an angle, but not too much. You're through. You're through. So now, if you go through this one, then you get another shot. And you
Nice.
set it up to come
Hit
back
her
this
first
way.
post.
Your first wicket.
Her first
All
wicket.
right. Now you get 2 shots. Head up here.
So wait, I thought the white things were the wickets.
Yeah, the white things are the wicket.
Sure, her first post. Not too. And don't worry about too
Ing's
much.
first time playing croquet.